We come now to the last part of chapter 14, Jesus' trial and arrest, his suffering as the Messiah, and winning our salvation. As you consider the passion of our Lord, continue to think, what is striking about this section? Where's the sin? Where's the grace? And what did you learn to pray for? Blessings to our family leaders as they, again, lead their families to Jesus, and by their model, impress upon them the truths that should rest in every child of God's heart. Verse 43 and following. Just then, while he was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12, arrived. A crowd was with him, armed with swords and clubs. They were from the chief priests, the experts in the law, and the elders. Now his betrayer had given them a signal, saying, "The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him and lead him away under guard." He went right to Jesus and said, "Rabbi," and kissed him. They laid hands on him and arrested him. But one of those who stood nearby drew his sword, struck the servant of the high priest, and cut off his ear. Jesus responded by saying to them, "Have you come out with swords and clubs to capture me as you would a criminal? Day after day I was with you teaching in the temple courts, and you did not arrest me. But this happened so that the scriptures would be fulfilled." Then the disciples all left him and fled. A certain young man was following him, wearing just a linen cloth over his naked body. They seized him, but he left behind the linen cloth and fled from them naked. They led Jesus away to the high priest. All the chief priests, the elders, and the experts in the law gathered together. Peter followed him at a distance, right into the courtyard of the high priest. He was sitting with the guards and warming himself at the fire. The chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for testimony against Jesus in order to put him to death, but they did not find any. Many testified falsely against him, but their testimonies did not agree. Some stood up and gave this false testimony against him. "We heard him say, 'I will destroy his temple made with hands, and in 3 days I will build another made with hands.' Yet even on this point, their testimony did not agree. The high priest stepped forward and questioned Jesus. 'Have you no answer? What is this they are testifying against you?' But Jesus was silent and did not answer anything. Again, the high priest asked him, 'Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One?' 'I am,' Jesus said. 'And you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of power and coming with the clouds of heaven.' The high priest tore his clothes and said, 'Why do we need any more witnesses? You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?' And they all condemned him as being worthy of death. Then some began to spit on him. They covered his face and struck him with their fists, saying, 'Prophesy.' The guards also took him and beat him. Now, while Peter was in the courtyard below, one of the servant girls of the high priest came there. When she saw Peter warming himself, she looked directly at him and said, 'You were also with the Nazarene Jesus.' But he denied it, saying, 'I don't know or understand what you're saying.' And he went out to the entryway. Then a rooster crowed. When the servant girl saw him once more, she began to tell those standing there, 'This is one of them.' But again he denied it. After a little while, those who were standing there said to Peter, 'Surely you are one of them, because you are a Galilean.' But he began to curse and to swear, 'I do not know this man you're talking about.' Just then the rooster crowed for the second time. Then Peter remembered what Jesus had said to him, 'Before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times.' And he broke down and wept." There's the word for our consideration. Ask yourselves and discuss amongst yourselves what struck you about this text. Where's the sin? Where's the grace? And what did you learn to pray for? The Lord's blessings on your discussion as you again contemplate this rich love of our Lord Jesus and his willingness to give up his life for us all.